My name is Ariana, and I am the president of the La Sierra University Enactus team.
I'm Minji, and I'm the vice president of projects.
We're here to tell you about our eLibrary project. This project started 3 years ago when our team learned of the staggering number of individuals who are not reaching minimum proficiency in both reading and mathematics. You might assume, as we did, that this could be due to a lack of schooling or other geographical or financial barrier, but we learned that 2/3 of these students are in a classroom. So we wanted to dig further to see what was the underlying cause of this issue.
So what we found was that many of these students don't have access to proper educational resources like textbooks. And the students that do have access to these textbooks, they may not have enough, or these textbooks may have outdated information. And without internet access or reliable internet access like we do, they can't do a quick search to find the answers that they're looking for. So we wanted to contribute to the UN Sustainable Development Goal number 4, to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all.
Our team developed both a cost-efficient and sustainable solution, our eLibrary drives. These drives are 64 gigabyte drives that have specifically tailored content. The patented microcompression technology we use allows us to have 4 times the compression of materials without losing any quality. We have 422 textbooks and 3,393 videos on the latest version of our drive, and these are in subjects in mathematics, science, business, and more. Last year, we were able to deploy to every high school in Jamaica, and now we're looking to further our model to other areas in need. To give you some more insight on our project, we will go through the project process cycle, which of course begins with a needs assessment. Any place we go, we want to know the barriers that we're going to face, the challenges, the demographics, geography. We want to know infrastructure requirements, the amount of students, the amount of schools. So this is a very crucial research stage that we take every time we want to go into a country.
And next, we look into partner development. And these partner developments include formal agreements, usually with the highest level of educational governance, because we want to be able to have the most controlled setting possible to ensure that our drives are going to be most effectively used. And then after that, we go into content curation. And content curation is where we look into open source tested materials. And what we have on our drives right now come from Khan Academy, CK12, and the full Wikipedia School Edition. And in conjunction with the governments that we are working with, we tailor the content to make sure that it's standardized across the entire country.
The next portion we go into is drive development. This involves creating our user interface and ensuring functionality and efficiency, also creating an app to be used on Android phones if we do dual drives. And currently we have 2 different versions, both a student and a teacher edition, in which we work with them both to get feedback to tailor this better. That's where our pilot phase comes in. We select a number of schools and individuals and governments to pilot the first draft of our drive to get feedback, to know about content user friendliness, if it's helping at all. And this involves feedback surveys 2 months after our initial deployment, where we can get any troubleshooting out of the way and tackle any issues as soon as they come up. Continued communication is done through other interviews and other feedback surveys that we do throughout the deployment. But the biggest thing is just to have continued communication and oversight so that we can continue to develop the drive. It's always a draft. We're always ready to put in more and to add more functionality, more content, which is why we work very closely with them.
And next is full deployment. So full deployment is a big process. And as such, we do need help in full deployment. But what we want to make sure as the most important part is training of the usage of our drives, because we want to make sure that the people receiving our drives, the students and teachers, are able to access the full potential of these eLibrary drives. And next is that we assess success indicators. And this is done primarily through pre and post testing. So the pre-test is given before the students receive any of our drives, and the post-testing is done 1 year after the students have had a chance to use our drives.
Throughout all of these processes, we are continually looking for partnerships, specifically B2B partners who have similar objectives to us and can sponsor this project, sponsor the drive, sponsor the trips. Further, we want to align all of our stakeholders, which is why we've had success in the past. All of the students, teachers, governments, our team, and our donors have all had a similar passion and vision for this project and for the potential that it can bring.
And what we're in right now is scale and impact. So, what we're doing now is trying to adapt the model to take to other countries. And we're trying to pursue new uses such as medical, emergency aid, maybe partnering with other organizations to take to other countries where there may be a need for disaster relief materials. So, what we want to do in this phase is to expand eLibrary to help even more people in need.
When we go to other countries, we want to partner with the highest level of governance to create a standardized, specifically curated drive that meets the national standard. In our past deployment, we partnered with the Ministry of Education in Jamaica to oversee our deployment, with our team available to troubleshoot any issues.
In our next phase, we want to partner with others on the ground. As much as we want to, it's not entirely feasible for our team to be on the ground for all concerns. So partnerships will be integral to our team's expansion of eLibrary. And who better to partner with than other Enactus teams?
As students, we all understand the value that education can add to our lives. A unique portion of our education is our ability to enact world change through Enactus. We hope to partner with other Enactus teams who have the same goals and visions as us and who are tackling the same issues. By partnering with people who are motivated in the same way we are, understand the true need and the power that students can have, we can collectively ensure that this gap is closed. So we hope that you follow through our journey as we continue to expand and also partner with us and help us close this gap.